Lily and Henriette Charlotte Schuler married Neymar Midcourt is a French socialite businesswoman and philanthropist. To section Fantastic Words. She's on the principal shareholders Gloria and is the second wealthiest woman in the world. An estimated net worth of $39.7 billion. Betancourt was born in Paris, France, the only child over these Madeleine Berthe and Eugene Schuler. The founder of L'Oréal, one of the world's largest cosmetic and beauty companies. Her mother died in 1927. William was 5 years old. She formed a close bond with her father at the age 15. She joined her father's company as an apprentice, mixing cosmetics and labeling parcels. Shampoo with Oberstar somewhere in 1957. Betancourt heiress to the L'Oréal fortune when her father died. Pretty classic, not becoming the principal shareholder L'Oréal in 1963. The company went public with Betancourt opting to own a majority stake in 1974 for fear that the company would get nationalized. The French elections. She changed almost half a stake for a 3% stake in Islike, which became the largest food the company in the world measured by revenues and has a market capitalization have nearly $250 billion. Not a bad move, all things considered, especially when you started off being the girl who did the labels on the shampoo things.
Jim Walton, born in 1948, is the youngest son of Sam Walton. The founder of the world's largest retail Walmart. I've heard he has a current net worth $40 billion. Retailer had sales of nearly $500 billion. During 2013 alone, in 1972, the Dole Jimbo joined the retailer and was involved in this real estate dealings after 4 years. He moved to the family-owned Walton Enterprises as president in 1975. He's pledged about $2 billion. The Walton Family Foundation, along with his siblings, in 2008-2013. Alice Walton is the 11th richest person in the world. David Koch is an American businessman, philanthropist, political activist, and chemical engineer. He joined the family business Koch Industries. A conglomerate is the second largest privately held company in the United States in 1997. In 1979 became co-owner of Koch Industries with older brother Charles. In 1983 he is now executive vice president. Just realize maybe it's cause I'm gonna keep saying Koch more attendee, it's probably an accident. Neighbor David Koch has a current net worth of $40.7 billion. Koch Industries, which sells products ranging from asphalt, chemicals, commodity trading, energy, fibers, fertilizers, finance, minerals, natural gas, plastics, petroleum and more, has revenues of $115 billion in 2012. That's a lot. Charles Koch, also with $40.7 billion, is David's older brother Charles Koch. He is co-owner, chairman of the board and chief executive office has Koch Industries. Charles and David each own 42% of the conglomerate. Brothers inherited the businessman father Fred C. Koch, then expanding the business. Koch rarely grants media interviews and prefers to keep a low-profile course. You know, if you and your brother share more money than one could do anything within 1,000 lifetimes, and I'd also probably be spending most my time away from prying eyes of private islands, probably flying a jetpack and going on fishing trips. The founder of Walmart. That ever the thing going on, have you noticed? And all these people are all from the same place as Mom. Interesting, so much like that's the way the world works anyway. After John's death in June 2005, she inherited his fortune, the $18.2 billion. Forbes reported that she was the richest woman in the world for 7 years running and still holds the title to this day. She and her family, not including, had 2 brother-in-laws and a sister-in-law, an estimated net worth of $43 billion. The bulk of which comes from shares in Walmart, but also from First Solar, in which his husband invested in. Collectively, the Waltons own over 50% at the Walmart and are worth a combined total of $175 billion as of February 2015. In 2010, 6 members of the Walton family had the same net worth as either the bottom 28% of 41% American families combined, depending on how you count it, as more money than anybody Everybody Needs. Lawrence Joseph is an American programmer and internet entrepreneur. He was the chief executive officer of the software company. He co-founded the Oracle Corporation between 1977 and 2014. He's currently worth $52.1 billion, which are no small sum. Allison is the highest paid executive in America. He received $78.4 million in 2013, most of which is stock and options, and overall he's received $960 million in compensation in the last 5 fiscal years. He even cut his salary to a single dollar. The tens of billions he has in the bank will more than make up for that. I'm sure Anderson's What You Know is almost entirely tied up in Oracle, and he also owns a $580 million taking web business of Ford NetSuite, and is on the largest private landowners in Celebrity Haven, Malibu, California. Amancio Ortega is a fashion executive. Spanish chap and founding chairman. Inditex Fashion Group is known for its chain of Zara clothing and accessories retail shops. He is the 4th richest person in the world according to Forbes, with a net worth $61 billion pops in 1975. He opened his first Zara store local because his preferred name Zorba was already taken. Arts Alba now is better. You didn't you? That's a good job, Zorba. Wow. He went on to open several Laws R stalls during the 80s, and today's are as part of the Index Group, which Ortega owns 59.29%. A bit who is no one is has, like, 59.29%. There's a lot of it to go around. Altogether keeps a low profile, and up until 1999 no photograph them and ever been published. He goes the same coffee shop every day, needs lunch with his employees in company's cafeteria. He refuses to wear a tie and typically wears the simple uniform: a blue blazer, a white shirt, gray pants. Leather, which is Zara Products, is also said to take a very active part in the production and design process in the company. Is only granted interviews. Carlos Slim. He'll only a hatter through forgiving me. The pronunciation is a Mexican business magnate, investor and philanthropist. Runs a flange because they've got enough. Non-place is not true, but they should be from 2010 to 2013. Slim was ranked as the richest person in the world, known as the Warren Buffett Mexico. Slim has extensive holdings in companies Dries conglomerates. Grupo Cosa. Richest amassed interest in fields of communication, real estate, airlines, media, technology, retailing and finance. America, which was Latin. America's largest mobile phone carrier in 2010 against Israel. $49 billion. A Slim's wealth by the end of the year. His net worth as of February 2015 is $69.5 billion. Wow. Warren Edward Buffet of Affect Buffet. Oh, I'm just thinking about buffets now. I like buffets, but he always fill me up because I have to have a little bit, have every single one. The dishes on the bar fight. I don't know why, I just have to try everything anyway. Is an American business magnate, investor and a philanthropist. Me, the most successful investor at the 20th century of its is a chairman, CEO and largest shareholders Berkshire Hathaway, an American multinational conglomerate holding company. He was ranked as the world's wealthiest person 2009 and the 3rd wealthiest in 2011 as of every 2015. He is the 2nd richest person in the world with an estimated fortune of $17.5 billion. Buffet is called the Oracle, the home and is known for his adherence to the value investing in for personal frugality despite his immense wealth. He has pledged to give away 99% his fortune to philanthropic causes, primarily by the Gates Foundation. Of it bore his house in Omaha, Nebraska in 1958. Bill Gates is the richest person in the world. The net worth $81.2 billion. Dollars that fluctuate to around $82 billion or so. People take a billion based on the current stock price. Is Microsoft. William Henry Bill Gates. The third is a philanthropist, investor, computer programmer and inventor along with poor Alan. He co-founded Microsoft, the world's largest PC software company Miss Michael Windows. You might have heard it. He's been among the world's wealthiest people, predominantly the #1 spot from 1995 to 2014, excluding the For You brief periods host 2008. Between 2009 to 2014 his wealth more than doubled from 40 billion to more than 82 billion between 2013 and 2014. Meanwhile his wealth increased by 15 billion, is around 1.5 billion more than the entire GDP.